Yo, what's going on, everybody? Superstar here. I'm bringing y'all some Killzone on PS4. Yeah, one of the exclusives that was released with the PS4. I had to pick it up. Pretty fun online. This gameplay, I don't really know how many kills I got. I got like um a bunch of kills. I didn't count them, and I nor did I look at the stats afterwards. All I know is we got the W. We ended up winning. Me and my team was able to pull this off, and I'm having a lot of fun with this game. Uh, it's when I jumped on for the first time. This is actually my first time ever playing Killzone, ever. So when I jumped on it, I found it to be, of course, a lot different from Call of Duty, being that their mechanics are like way different from each other. So they're basically the same controls, but the way everything moves, the whole flow of the game is just different from Call of Duty. But I was able to adjust and adapt, and I like the game. It's pretty fun online. I haven't even beat the campaign mode. I played a little bit of campaign, and then I jumped online and I instantly fell in love with it. So yeah, this is my first gameplay that I'm gonna be uploading. I'm gonna be uploading more soon when I get some more gameplay. But I actually have a topic for today, which is pretty big, and it's something that I think needs to be addressed from the developers and the president, whoever the spokesperson is for the company. And if you guys don't know, I'll link the article in the description. If you guys don't know, I recently read an article about a Killer Instinct tournament that was going on in New York. And as we all know, Killer Instinct is like an exclusive on Xbox One. And we all also know that when the Xbox One, before the release, it was getting all this DRM about it wasn't supporting used games, and I had to check in every 24 hours, and a bunch of crazy stuff that everybody didn't want. Of course, everybody knew that. So Xbox, the people at Xbox came out and said, "Hey, we're revoking everything we said, taking off all the policies and DRM and fees and all that," which basically made the Xbox One a console that everybody would buy. So because beforehand nobody would buy it. Like, well, anybody in their right mind wouldn't buy it, at least. All the commentators and all the big channels that I watched that did the review on it, that watched the conference, they pretty much said that they're not going to get it due to the DRM and basically not being gamer friendly. Basically trying to say, hey, pay us money if you want this console. Pay us money if you want to play this game, even for offline games. So yeah, they came out and they took all the DRM off. So recently at this tournament in New York, they were playing Killer Instinct, and right in the middle of the game, you can see the video in the description. The video is in the article. It's linked in the article in the description that I'm gonna link in my description. But yeah, you can watch the video, and what happened is they're playing, and out of nowhere, it pretty much shuts the game off, and it says, "Do you own this? Insert this. Verify. Connect to network to verify that this is authentic," or something. I forget what it said, but it says something along those lines. And basically what it's saying is it had to connect online to verify that the game was paid for, I guess, or purchased. I'm not sure. I didn't read the article thoroughly. I just looked at it, watched the video, and I seen the message pop up. And the guys was like confused because they're like, "What happened?" And then the message pop up, and they're trying to figure out what happened, and then it tell them to connect online. So the guys, they end up connecting online, and everything ran back the way it's supposed to. Then the guy that actually owned the Xbox came out and said that this happened to him before, but it doesn't happen a lot. He said it happens like every blue moon. Like, it doesn't happen very often. Probably not. It probably only happened to him probably like 1 or 2 times, but He went on to say that it doesn't happen to him a lot. It's happened before though, but it doesn't happen a lot, and that brings up the question like that everybody's talking about. It brings up the question where is does the Xbox One still have DRM somewhere hidden in the box, somewhere in the memory storage or somewhere? Is there any possible DRM at all anywhere? Because something like this that comes up on an Xbox One, I mean, I'm not sure if that was a day one. Maybe the guy bought it off Amazon or some other retail store. I'm not sure where he got it from because I just don't know. And it just brings up the question that if the Xbox One, if his Xbox One came up with a message that said, "Hey, connect online in order to play this offline game." The guys are offline, so they had to connect online, which obviously says they're offline, and so they had to connect online to play. So this happened while they were offline. So who's to say that this hasn't happened, or this isn't an issue and that it needs to be addressed? Because if this keeps happening, then the question is just going to get raised higher and higher, and people are going to wonder about this system because they already came out and said that there's no DRM in the actual console. They said that they took all the DRM off. So something like this popping up is pretty questionable. I watched another video of a guy saying that Microsoft actually came out and said that in response to this that there's no DRM and blah blah blah. Basically what they said before when they took off all the DRM in the beginning. Basically saying that there's no possible DRM, and the day one update basically removes every speck of DRM that could be on a console. But something like this is just it just raises questions in everybody's head, like, what is this? Why did the Xbox say connect online when there's no DRM? Because what do you call that? If it's not DRM, then what do you call it? Network, some sort of network problem or whatever. Because it wants them to connect online to play an offline game. Or maybe we're just looking at this the wrong way. Maybe since there was no game inserted, as it said something like it wasn't a game inserted, so I guess the system wanted to verify that the game was purchased, or it wanted to verify that it was maybe not pirated. I'm not sure, but it said there's no disc in the inside the tray, so they need to connect online to verify. And maybe that could be the problem. I still don't understand why it would do that. Maybe they purchased it offline, and then maybe the guy purchased it offline, and then then he played it offline, and then maybe it wants to distribute. I don't know. It sounds stupid to me that it wants you to connect online to verify that you made a purchase to a game off the Xbox Live Market or whatever. And it just, I don't know. Could this be a problem? I don't think it's really a huge problem as long as you're able to play your games. But at the same time, the DRM policies, maybe there's some sort of DRM left. Maybe this is just a defective Xbox. Maybe it was one that maybe it was internal type of DRM that they meant to take off or something. I don't know. But maybe the day one patch should have resolved any kind of DRM at all for the consoles, being that they came out and said that they're taking all the DRM off. But I don't know, guys. This seems kind of skeptical to me. Something like this popping up. In the video I watched, a lot of people were saying that it happened to them also. So if it's happening to multiple people, then who's to say that it's not going to happen to? Who's to say it can't happen to everybody with X? I'm not sure if it's like global, like maybe all the Xbox Ones do this. I'm not sure. Maybe not. But it seems that with a problem like this that arises out of nowhere, it seems like it could happen to anybody who has an Xbox One. because it wants them to. It said connect to the internet to authorize or verify that you've purchased this. I don't have the article in front of me right now, but I'm trying to remember. It says something along those lines. If you go look at the article and watch the video, you'll see. You'll actually see what it says, and it just doesn't make sense. They bought the game. I'm assuming the guy bought the game offline. I mean, bought the game off the network, the Xbox Live network, and then he played the game, and the Xbox said how the what I'm wondering is how the Xbox know that. It seems like the Xbox have a mind of its own, because it says, "Is there a game in here? Connect online to verify." And it just kind of puts a question in my head, like, did the Xbox actually sense this or something? Is this some sort of, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's crazy. It's stupid to me. I'm not hating on Xbox or anything. It's just something that I've never heard of. Something that is just mind-boggling, flabbergasting, however you want to put it. But I don't know what to think about this. It's crazy. Whatever. If any of you guys have any problems with your Xbox One, leave in the comments. Explain what happened. Explain the events that happened right before it, and just explain everything, because I want to dig more into this, because it's something that is just crazy. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. Pretty long video. So yeah, guys, leave a comment, like the video, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.